Poppy Playtime is the newest indie horror game on the market. A game people like enough to give it negative reviews on the Steam, complaining that there isn't more. Released on October 12th, Poppy Playtime has made quite the name for itself in a short time span, having gotten several large YouTubers to feature the game, like Markiplier, Corey Kenshin, Jacksepticeye, and Coin Minecraft Animation. Poppy Playtime caught the attention of the internet with its just really unique and gorgeous graphics, really new and interesting gameplay, creepy character designs, and compelling plot. Sharing an audience of similar indie horror games like Five Nights at Freddy's, Tattletail, and Bendy and the Ink Machine. The game starts with a short VHS-era commercial advertising a brand new interactive doll, Poppy. The doll, Poppy, is claimed to be the
first truly intelligent doll in the world.
Toward the end of the commercial advertises additional factory tours, which will be brought up again later. The commercial glitches and distorts into footage of a large warehouse environment with walkways leading into a door in the middle of a massive poppy flower painting in the wall. The commercial fades out and you're shown a letter stating, "Everyone thinks the staff disappeared 10 years ago. We're still here. Find the flower." The game now begins, putting you right through the doors of Playtime Co. Moving on to the first puzzle, there's a locked door past the register with a blue handprint above it. In the door to the left, there's another locked door, next to it a keypad with nothing but colored buttons on it. In the door to the right, there's a colored train going in circles. Using your super monkey brain, you can decipher its near impossible color combination of green, pink, yellow, and red. If you're colorblind, screw you. Through the door on the left, once unlocked, there's a VHS tape conveniently next to a VHS player, also conveniently hooked up to a TV that conveniently has power left after supposedly 10 years. The VHS tape conveniently instructs you on how to use the main tool of the game, the grab pack. After watching the tape, it coincidentally opens the glass door with the grab pack inside. The grab pack is essentially just those sticky hand things you used to assault windows and mirrors with as a kid. Once again, using your super duper big monkey brain, you use the blue hand on the blue hand. This unlocks a door and you're greeted with the main antagonist of Chapter 1, Huggy Wuggy. After trying to use the good old blue hand on blue hand trick, this door malfunctions and the power goes out only for this one door. To enable the power for only that one door, you need to go inside of the power room. The power room, however, is locked, so you must ask your good old friend Huggy Wuggy for the keys. Inside of the power room is the first electrical puzzle of the game. You need to use the blue hand on power outlet, then walk the pole. You've now rerouted the entire power grid of Germany to this one door. Also, Blue Elmo is gone. Through this door is a lot of walking, which we can skip over. In this room there's a crane, with a few colored batteries scattered around. Guess this is how the factory stayed on after 10 years. It's being run on a few LED RGB gaming PCs. Once the batteries have been put back into place for the crane moves to a clear container holding the second half of the grab pack. Now, we have a blue hand and a red hand. Using tiny baby monkey brain, we put blue hand on blue hand and red hand on red hand. This opens a door on the conveyor belt, which we can ride to the next section. Here's the second electrical puzzle. You grab the outlet with one hand, move down past the poles and grab the second outlet with your other hand. It's complicated stuff, really. Now the conveyor continues, leading you into a big room with massive machines with faces. This is one of the rooms that the tour mentioned earlier brings you into, even with a poster that states, "No one leaves without a toy." There's a control panel, but it has no power. Going up this staircase leads to a completely well-explained and fair puzzle that turns the power back on once completed. Seriously, I think I did this puzzle the wrong way, but it worked so well. Once you connect the power, the control panel becomes available. Here, you activate the machines again and get to make your own toy, which can be used to open the door. So now clearly your only choice is to accept death. You run into this conveyor belt, and it leads you on a chase scene which really speaks for itself. Now, finally you've made it to the room that you saw at the beginning of the game. You've reached the flower. Through the door is a familiar, almost inviting hallway. Then a room with toys scattered about. Past this room is another hallway, increasingly less inviting as you walk down it. Red lights escaping through the crevices of the closed doors that loom in front of you. Reluctantly, you open the doors and see a doll locked away in a case. With no other options, you open the case.
You opened my case.
End of Chapter 1. This game is amazing. It's the only game that's made me feel this excited to see the next chapter since Five Nights at Freddy's. It definitely has its issues, one of the biggest being that if you are even somewhat competent at video games, you can beat it in literally like 5 minutes. But I think it's better to leave people wanting more than let the game overstay its welcome. If you've played a decent amount of horror games before, then this game might not really scare you, but regardless, it is still a thrill worth buying for only $5 on Steam. I'm really excited to see where this game goes in its future chapters, and how it can expand on its puzzles and enemies to make things more interesting. If you enjoyed the video, then consider liking and subscribing. I'll be posting more videos similar to this in the future. But anyway, see you next time.